Hi, Warren Carr here for Blind Android Users Podcast. In the last unboxing of the TicwatchPro5, I got you to where we started accessibility and we realized that tapping on the power button 3 times will enable accessibility. Upon triple tapping on that power button, you need to wait for like 10 or so seconds before you hear the sound of TalkBack coming on by the ear con, and takes another 10 or so seconds before you actually hear a speech output. I would like to take my time now and give you a quick overview of some of the important specs, and then we'll look at the setup and go through the setup and look at some of the things to see if they work for us as blind people or not. The TicWatch Pro 5 comes with double-layered display, that is the OLED and then the FSTN, film compensated super twisted pneumatic. That's what that acronym stands for. This watch runs on the SND, that is Snapdragon W5 Plus Gen 1 chip with the Wear OS 3X. The watch has 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage, Bluetooth 5.2, Corning Gorilla Glass, NFC, mic and speaker, 5 ATM water resistance. It also has military-grade durability, compass and barometer, and it also has a rotating crown, the very first, I believe, for a Mobvoi watch. Those are some of the specs. It does a lot of measurements that I'll be putting a link to in this clip so you can take a look at. With that out of the way, let's get started though with the setup and look at the watch and what it has and what it doesn't have. I'll now hit the power button to wake it up.
Screen on. Welcome to TalkBack. Swiping right moves to the next item. Swiping left moves to the previous item. When TalkBack is
I
on,
will now go
the
ahead and
on
tap on the
screen is
close
spoken
at the
out loud.
bottom.
Next, close button. Close tutorial. You can come back to it anytime in TalkBack settings.
And I'm going to tell it to close.
Close button. Setup. Choose watch language button. Double tap.
We are now on the language selection and I'm going to tap here.
Choose your language. English United States button.
We
Double
are
tap
on the
activate.
English United States and I'm going to tap here.
Setup. On your phone, download and open Mobvoi Health.
Okay.
In Mobvoi Health app, connect to this watch name. TicwatchPro5 4449.
All right, so that's what I'll be looking for in the Mobvoi Health app. I'll now run the Mobvoi Health app.
Mobvoi Health. Mobvoi Health. Page. No watch. Get one from TicWatch Store. Start button.
I'm going to hit the start at the bottom.
List.
All right, I put my finger down.
Want to check out more data? Want to check out more data? Log in now button. Statistics tab selected. Device tab 2 of 3.
And there's a device at the bottom there. And I'm going to tap on that.
Device selected.
And I'll put my finger in the middle and go down.
Explore. Start pairing your watch here in list.
Okay.
Discover more. Add new device button.
And there's an add new device at the bottom. I'll tap.
Allow Mobvoi Health to find, connect to, and determine the relative position of nearby devices. Allow.
I'm
button,
going to tell
out
it to
list.
allow.
Allow Mobvoi Health to access this device's location. Precise. Radio button. Selected. 1 of 2. In list.
I'm going to let it do it for the time being. And while using the app,
Don't allow. Button. Only this time. But while using the app. Button.
there we go.
Terms of service. Decline. Button.
Here's all the agreement.
More. Button.
At the bottom there says a more.
I agree.
And I agree at the bottom right.
Relevant Bluetooth permissions are permanently denied. The app needs to connect to nearby devices and determine their relative positions to discover a new watch. Mobvoi Health on left. Relevant Bluetooth permissions are permanently denied on.
Okay.
This app is needed to manage your watch. Mobboy Health will be allowed to interact with your notifications and access your phone. TicwatchPro5 4449 in list.
There's my watch.
Relevant Bluetooth permissions are permanently
I
denied.
tapped on it.
The app needs to connect to nearby devices and determine their relative position. Cancel button. Relevant Bluetooth permissions are permanently denied on top. Pair with TicwatchPro5 4449.
And
On bottom.
it shows
Pairing code. Pair with TicwatchPro5 4449.
266,058.
that's the pairing code, and I should be able to see that here on the phone.
266,058.
All right.
Allow access. Cancel.
I'm going to
Pair.
pair.
Relevant Bluetooth permissions are permanently denied.
Setup.
Cancel button.
Pairing success. Image.
Okay, the watch said
Pairing success.
pairing success,
Continue on phone.
and I need to continue on the phone.
Mobboy Health. Connect Google account to your watch. Out of list.
All right, now I need to connect the Google account to my watch, and I'll tap continue at the bottom.
Continue button. Getting Google account info.
And I'm going to let it get the Google account info.
Device setup. Sign into your Google account. Heading.
Sign into my Google account. I'm going to find my Google account, tap on it.
warcare@gmail.com. Selected.
There we go.
Unlock to continue setting up your device.
Tap on my username, and it says unlock. Going to put my finger down on fingerprint reader.
Authenticated. Device setup. Signing in. Heading. Google Play Services. Device setup. Signing in. Heading. Mobboy Health. Navigate up. Button.
All right.
Set up a screen lock for your watch.
And we come to the screen lock.
Skip. Button.
There's a skip at the bottom,
Pin. Button.
and there's a pin. So I'm going to tap on pin.
Navigate up. Button.
Set a pin. Settings. Pin area.
Now I'll need to grab the watch and put the pin in there. For this one, though, I'm just going to do 1111. So I'm going to put my finger down.
1. 1. 1. 1. Confirm pin.
Okay, I'm going to retype 1111 again.
1. 1. 1. 1. Setting screen lock. Continue on phone.
Select
Setup.
apps for your watch.
Now I need to go back to the phone. And here we are.
We picked some apps to help you get started, including some apps that are on this phone or on your other devices.
Okay,
You can find more apps on Google Play and install them from your phone or watch.
I'm just going to tap at the bottom.
Continue.
Continue.
Mobboy Health.
Setup. Setup complete. Setup complete. Continue on phone.
I heard the word said setup complete and tells me to continue on the phone. Okay, it also made a chime there.
Button. Disabled. Detected. Text. Initialization.
So it's initializing,
Waiting for the watch to be ready.
waiting for the watch to be ready.
All set.
There we go. It says I'm all set. Now, at the bottom,
Done. Button.
I hit the done button.
Mobboy Health. Mine. Tab. Selected. 1 of 2. In list. 2. Tick Air. Tab. 2 of 2.
Now I'm going to go back to the watch. I'm going to put the phone to the side.
2. Enter pin to unlock.
Now I need to enter my PIN.
1. 1. 1. 1. Home. 1 hour ago. Person seen.
There it says 1 hour ago person seen. That's talking about my Google
Learn how
camera.
to use your new watch.
All right.
Start. End tutorial. Button.
I'm going to end the tutorial. Now I'm going to swipe up and down to see if I
Essential
could
mode
change.
settings. Now, auto switch to essential mode by schedule is on. To save battery power, your watch will automatically enter and exit essential mode at night. Accessibility volume.
There we go.
Increase. 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 Maximum.
I just turn up
Accessibility volume
the
set to
accessibility to
100%.
100%.
Dear users, we are seeking your consent. Enable all. Double tap to activate.
Let me see what I'm enabling all or not enabling all.
Enable all. Or enable them one by one as needed. Not checked. Steps. Switch.
Okay, so we
Double
got
tap to
steps.
toggle. Accessed by watch faces. Tick health. Tick exercise. Double tap to activate. Not checked. Heart rate. Switch. Accessed by watch faces. Tick exercise. Not checked. Location. Switch. Accessed by watch faces. Tick exercise. Not checked. Motion state. Switch. Accessed by tick health. Tick. Not checked. Calendar. Switch. Accessed by watch face. Not checked. Microphone. Switch. Accessed by tick hearing. Voice memo. Not checked. Stress level. Switch. Accessed by Tixin. Not checked. Blood oxygen. Switch.
So
Double
that's
tap to
blood
toggle.
oxygen.
Accessed by Tixaleep. Not checked. Respiratory rate. Switch. Double. Accessed by one. Not checked. Skin temperature. Switch. Accessed by. Not checked. Barometer. Switch. Accessed by. Not checked. Data sync. Switch. To sync record data for tick health, tick exercise, tick pulse, tick sleep, tick oxygen. If you choose not to provide such information or authorization, the other functions of this product or service will still be available to you.
Okay.
Privacy policy button.
Now I'm going to scroll back up
Accessed by
and
watch faces.
tap
Tick
on
exercise.
enable all.
Dear you. Enable all.
There we
Double.
go. I tapped on enable all,
Done. Double
then
tap to
tap
activate.
on done.
Home screen. Unread notifications. Swipe up to open. Image.
So I want to check the accessibility, and so I will swipe up and see if it shows any notifications.
Notifications.
There we go.
Google Play Store. 3 minutes ago. Setup complete. Home screen. Complication. Double tap to activate.
Now I hear complication.
Complication tick and pass. Double.
Okay, so it says complication before the complication like it does on the Pixel Watch. Now I'm going to roll down
Quick settings. Press power button or
crown.
scroll up to return to watch face.
And I'm going to go
Airplane
into
mode
the
off.
settings.
Battery 60%. Open settings.
Battery
Double
says
tap to
60%.
activate. Settings. Connectivity button.
All
Double
right,
tap to
so this
activate.
is basically where Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and all of that
Display button.
display.
Double
We
tap
should
to
probably
activate.
go in here and change some
Settings.
things. We
Display.
got
Always on screen button. Tilt to wake button. Adjust brightness button. Screen timeout 15 seconds button.
I'm going to increase
Double
that.
tap. Screen timeout. Not checked. 10 seconds recommend. Checked. 15 seconds. Not checked. 30 seconds. Double tap to
Let's
toggle.
do that instead.
Change screen timeout. 30 seconds reduces battery life.
That's okay.
OK button. Screen timeout. Checked. 30 seconds.
Now I'm going to
Double
go
tap to
back. I
toggle.
could swipe from left to right to go back.
Settings. Screen timeout. 30 seconds. Go to watch face. After 1 minute. Button. Font size. Button. Change watch face. Button.
Let's take a look at
Double
some of
tap
the
to
watch
activate.
faces, see if they're accessible.
Home screen. Watch face picker. Activate macaroon. Activate happy rotation. Activate sleep code. Activate the fog. Activate dynamic num. Activate time show. Activate dashboard. Activate night. Activate TNOL. Activate fitness. Activate image. Add watch face. Button.
Let's see if
Double
we could
tap to
add
activate.
watch face.
Add to favorites. Age of blood. Blue moon. Burning. Colorful. Dynamic composition. Elements pointer. Futurist. Heartbeat. Horizon. Ideal ocean. Double tap to active. Macaroon. Mars. Modern. Double blue
I think
moon.
I'm going to
Age of
go choose that blue moon.
colorful. Burning. Blue moon.
There we go.
Activate blue moon. Double tap to activate.
There we go.
2:14 p.m. Unread notification.
Blue moon is now activated. Now I'm going to pull down that quick panel again, and I want to go into the settings and see if I could find anything having to do with using the crown to do things.
Quick settings. Press power button or scroll up to return to watch face.
I just
Open
roll down
settings.
the crown.
Battery 59. Open settings. Double tap to activate. Settings. Gestures. Display. Button. Gestures.
We
Button.
got gestures.
Double. Settings. Gestures.
And in gestures we got,
Checked. Touch to wake. Check box.
I'm not going to
Double
do
tap.
that.
Not checked. Touch lock. Button. Checked. Touch and hold watch face to change. Check box.
That's fine. That's the last one. So now I'm going to go back.
Settings. Gestures. Apps and notifications. Button.
Apps and
Double tap to
notifications.
activate.
Let's take a quick look in here.
Settings. Apps and notifications. Button. Do not disturb. Default apps. Button. App info. App permissions. Button. App storage. Button.
That's the last one. We'll go back out.
Settings. Apps and notifications. Google. Button.
There's
Double
Google
tap to
here.
activate.
And the one thing I don't like about this watch is the fact that it doesn't have the assistant.
Sound. Button.
And I
Double tap to
think that
activate.
what is going on here is that Google is hog tying the assistant and saving it for only itself and the Samsung guys. Open up the door, Google, for people to use the assistant.
Vibration. Button.
Here's
Double tap to
vibration. Let's
activate.
take a look.
Settings. Vibration. Checked. Silence watch when not being worn. Check box. Notifications won't sound or vibrate when watch is off, wrist or not charging. Checked. Vibration and haptics. Check box. Double. Checked. Using crown. Check box. Double tap to toggle.
Let's go back.
Settings. Vibration. General. Button.
Take a look
Double
at
tap to
general.
active. TicwatchPro5. General. Head. On. Show unread notification. On. Auto launch media control. Off. Horizontal scroll to tiles. Switch.
I
Double
should
tap to toggle.
turn that on.
On. When on, rotating the crown on your watch face scrolls horizontally between tiles.
Okay.
Start tutorial.
That's the last one. I'm going to go back.
Settings. General. Health profile. Button.
Here's the
Double
health
tap to
profile.
active. TicwatchPro5. My profile. Gender. Male. Button. Double tap to active. Gender. Not checked. Female.
You got
Double
female.
tap. Checked. Male.
And that's who I am.
TicwatchPro5. Gender. Male. Button. Born. The 12th of June 1998. Button. Double tap to activate.
I was born in June 1998. I don't think so, but I'll let it be. I'll fix that
Born.
later.
The 12th of June. Height. 5 feet 7 inches featuring. Button. Weight. 132 pounds. Button.
I don't think so.
Double tap to activate.
Okay, I'll leave this on. I'll fix those later on.
Units. Imperial. Button.
Okay,
Double tap to activate.
that's the last one.
Settings. Health profile. Button.
Next,
Double. Location. Button.
next.
Accessibility. Button.
Accessibility. I don't know what else we'll see in here. Let's go in and take a quick look.
Settings. Accessibility.
We've got
Not checked. Magnification. Talkback. Button. Font size. Button. Sound. Button. Vibration. Button. Double tap to activate.
Vibration, I believe we already have that on. I will double check by tapping.
Settings. Vibration. Checked. Silence watch when not be.
Yep, we do have it.
Notifications won't sound or vibrate when
Now
watch is
go
off first or
back.
not. Settings. Vibration. Button. Real-time text RTT button. Double tap to
I
activate.
think that's for people that are hard of hearing.
Text-to-speech output. Button.
Okay.
Double. Not checked. Power button ends call. Checkbox.
And you could
Double
do
tap
that.
to
I never
toggle.
liked doing that. That's the last one there. I'm going to go back.
Settings. Accessibility. Button.
Move
Double.
on.
Security. Button.
Security.
to
Let's take a
activate.
look.
Settings. Security. Device administration. Screen lock. Automatic. Button. Lock screen now. Button.
That's the last one.
Settings. Security. System. Button.
Take a look
Double
at
tap to
system.
Settings. System. System updates. Button. Essential mode. Button. Double tap
That's
to
the one I
activate.
was talking about.
Power off. Button.
Power off.
Restart. Button. Date and time. Button. Input methods. Button. Double. About. Button. Regulatory information. Disconnect and reset.
And that's the last one. Now, before we go into that essential mode, basically using the non-OLED screen, let's go to the system updates and see if we have any updates.
About. Input methods. Button. About. Button. Input methods. System updates. Double
There's
tap
system
to
updates. Let's see what's here.
System update. Checking for update. Downloading update.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't be updating
0%.
it
Progress
at
bar.
this time.
Downloading update. 0%. Progress bar.
I'm going to go back.
Settings.
There we go.
System update downloading. System update downloading. System updates. Double tap to activate.
I'm going to go back.
Settings. System. Button.
And that's the last one. Now, I'm going to see if we could do any measurements, heartbeat and all of that. So I'm going to go to,
Home screen.
now
Unread
I'm on the home
notification.
screen and I'm going to rotate the crown and see what happens.
Timer. Timer 5 minutes. Button. Double tap to activate.
I'm rotating it very slowly.
Tick oxygen.
Take oxygen.
Tick pulse.
All right, I'm going to click on that.
Unlabeled. Double tap to activate. Mobboy account. Log in to save your health and fitness data.
I don't want to log on right now.
Log in on phone. Button. Log in on watch. Skip. Button.
There we go.
If you are not logged in with your Mobboy ID, some data may not be retained.
That's fine.
Okay, but tick pulse. Dash dash.
I think I'm going to increase the timeout. So let me get out of here and do that.
Quick settings. Press power. Open setting. Settings. Display.
I'm going to
Button.
increase that timeout.
Settings. Display. Adjust brightness. Screen timeout. 30 seconds. Screen timeout.
I'm going to give it 2 minutes.
Not checked. 10 seconds. Checked. 30.
All right, that's all we got.
Home screen.
Anyways, so now
2:26
I'm going to
PM.
swipe
Unread
from
notification.
right to left and see.
Forecast. Tick yield. Unlabeled. Double tick pulse. Unlabeled.
That's tick
Double tap to
pulse,
tick oxygen. Unlabeled.
tick oxygen,
Next event. Last day
That's
of school.
calendar.
Timer. Timer 5 minutes.
timer.
Tick pulse. Home screen.
That's a tick pulse.
Unlabeled.
And so we got
Tick
unlabeled
oxygen.
buttons.
Unlabeled.
So I can't
Unlabeled.
measure.
Mobboy account. Log in on. Skip. Button. Unlabeled. But
Okay.
detect failed. Please tighten your watch strap and try again.
Okay, let's try again.
Tick.
Let me tighten my watch.
Pin area. 1, 1, 1, 1. Home screen. 2:32 p.m.
Okay, let's go to that blood oxygen again.
Forecast. Tickle. Unlabeled. Tickles. Unlabeled.
We'll tap on the pulse and see what happens.
Tickles. Measuring.
Says measuring.
Dash dash. Dash dash. Dash dash. Measuring. Dash dash. Dash dash. Swipe up to enter the heart health monitoring page.
Let's see what we got.
81. BPM. Disabled. Dash dash. Dash dash. Swipe up to enter the heart health monitoring page. Resting. Page 2 of 2.
Okay.
ABG. Dash dash. BPM. Dash. ABG. Resting. ABG.
So this is resting mode.
79.
79.
BPM.
Feel a little burning sensation on my wrist.
Your HR zone. Dedicated HR zone analysis available after login.
Okay.
Unlabeled. Button.
I'm going to swipe up again, see if I find anything.
More. Button. More. Button. Nothing abnormal today. Congratulations. There was no abnormal heart rate record for the last 30 days.
I haven't had it for that long. Okay, so I'm going to get out of
Home
here.
screen. 2:34 p.m.
And
Unread notification.
let's see. We'll try something else.
Forecast. Tickle. Unlabeled.
Whatever this one is.
Mobboy account. Log in to save your health and fitness data. Log in on phone. But log in on. Skip.
I'm going to
button.
skip.
If you are not logged in with your Mobboy ID, some data may not be retained.
Okay.
Tickle. Page. Page. Unlabeled. Unlabeled. Unlabeled.
Frankly, I don't know what this is.
Unlabeled. Mobboy account. Login. Login on phone.
So I can't figure out which fitness this one is. I'm going to hit that home,
Home screen.
hit the crown to go
2:35
back
p.m.
home.
Unread
Now,
notification.
so it appears that some of these things are not accessible to us, especially the buttons, but once you get it going, it reads the numbers. But how do you get to do what you want if you don't know what you're looking for or what button to tap on? So that is a problem, something that TicWatch or Mobboy needs to work on. Let's go to that tick oxygen, see what happens.
Forecast. Tickle. Tickles. Tick oxygen. Unlabeled. Tick oxygen. Detect failed. Please tighten your watch strap and try again.
My watch is tightened. Let's try again.
Unlabeled.
Maybe not
button.
tight enough. Okay.
Detect failed. Tick oxygen. Unable to measure blood oxygen. Cancel.
Let's try
button.
again.
Okay. Tick oxygen. Detect failed. Please tighten your watch strap and try again.
I am tired. Let's try it again.
Unlabeled. Tick oxygen. Unable to measure blood oxygen. This may be due to your wrist being face downward, having too much a tilt angle, or other factors. Please cancel. Button. Okay. Tick.
Okay, so it seems it does work. It's just I'm going to try to tighten it a little bit more and see, but goodness. Okay, let's see.
Home screen. 2:48 p.m. Forecast.
Let's try it one more time.
Tickle. Tickles. Unlabeled. Tick oxygen. Unlabeled. Mob Boy account. Login on phone. Button.
I'm going to skip that.
Login on. Skip. Make sure your watch is properly secure. Cancel. But. Unable to measure blood oxygen. Space.
Okay, so it's just maybe something just not adding up, but at least I've given it a try. I will maybe let it charge or whatever, but that didn't work. The other one worked, but my concern is the fact that these things, the buttons are not labeled. I mean, measurements read out to you, but the buttons are not labeled. That becomes a problem. Next, though, let's see if we could do some typing. So I'm going to go to maybe Play Store or something like that and see what we can do and bring this thing to a close.
Screen locked. Tick oxygen. Enter pin to unlock. Pin area. 1, 2. 1, 2. Pin area 2 character. 1, 2. 1. Tick off. Home screen. 2:50 p.m. Apps. Agenda. Button.
Now I tap on the crown and took me to apps. I'm going to rotate and see if it works.
Alarm. Button. Calculator. Button. Contacts. Button. Find my phone.
I'm going to
button.
scroll up to Play Store.
Flashlight. Button.
So I'm using the crown.
Google Wallet. Button. Hand wash timer. Maps. Button. Media controls. Button. Messages. Mob Boy treadmill. One tap measurement. Button. Phone. Button. Play Store.
There we go.
Play Store.
Here is Play Store. It's trying to load. I don't know what's going on. There we
Show
go.
you belong. Window Play Store. Search. Tixaswee. Edit box. Showing untitled. Keyboard hidden. Permission request. Allow. Button. Tixaswee. Edit box.
Okay.
Search for apps. Voice input. Button. Button.
I'm going to try the voice input first. Accessible Android.
Restart voice dictation. Search. Button. Keyboard hidden. Play Store. Search. Button. Android Accessibility Suite. Update. Contacts. Update. Contacts. Update. Messages by Google. Update. Macrodroid. Device automation. 4.1.
I got some updates waiting for me, but I'm not into that right now.
Google Keep. Notes and lists. 4.6.
I was trying to see if I could get the Accessible Android app and install it. That's why I'm trying to see. Now let's see if I could do some typing instead of a voice input. Go back.
Apps. Play Store. Search. Button. Tixaswee. Editing. Edit box. Showing
Now
English
I'm going to
US
type
QWERTY
in
keyboard.
Chrome.
Capital C. With cap. H. F. Foxtrot. R. I. O. N. November. M. A. E. F. E.
And there should be a search near the top or the bottom.
Search.
Search is near the top right.
Keyboard hidden. Play Store. Search. Button. Google Home. 4.5. Samsung Internet Browser. 4. Google Home. 4. Google Maps. Update.
Well, that brings us to the conclusion of this TicWatch review. Again, like I said, this is a good watch if you don't mind the size, and it's not as heavy as it looks. It's actually lightweight, so it's a great watch. and just a few drawbacks, including the lack of the assistant, which I actually blame on Google. Google's the one hog-tying this and not allowing other manufacturers besides Samsung to have it. If you look, the latest watches from Fossil and all of those guys, they don't have the assistant. So it's not something that Mobboy is doing wrong. It's more of Google's doing. And thanks for listening to this quick review.